Hi, I'm James Strophus with Claritas Access Group. We're an audit firm that specializes in the new compliance regulations by the FDA, forced by the Drug Supply Chain Security Act, or DSCSA. A lot of you are asking, what is DSCSA and why am I just now hearing about it if the law actually passed in 2013? That's a fair question, but I would tell you that it took 10 years for all the changes and technology, and all the compliance required in the entire supply chain for it to come to fruition. They first started with redoing barcodes to make it a 2D matrix code, putting pertinent information like GTIN number, lot number, expiration, and then serializing every vial. A lot of misconception about this program is out in the market, and because the word prescription is used in the FDA world, in the government world, prescription means an RX product, for layman's terms. When they talk about prescriptions as we know it, which is prescription to a patient, they label it that way. Otherwise, if you are in the drug supply chain, you are responsible, or you have your part of obligations within this entire supply chain. When this 10-year phased approach took place, first it was addressing the physical products and serialization and labels, and then all new packaging. That took several years because, well, as you know, a lot of the RX products have a shelf life of 2 to 3 years. After that, it was then the technology part. What is responsible from the manufacturing? How does manufacturing update at wholesale and distributors? How is that string of data transferred and updated as it goes down the supply chain down to the last mile of the medical practice? And so as we after the distribution, and then it went to pharmaceutical companies such as you know, pharma companies, and then ultimately that last mile in the supply chain, as I call it, is the medical practice. And so you may be thinking, I'm not a pharmacy, I don't dispense. Does this even apply to me? The answer is yes. If you are anywhere in that supply chain from the inception of a product, the raw materials to make the product, all the way to administering that drug in your office or prescribing it to a patient, you have your role within the supply chain. Your role is different than the role of a pharmacy, or a role is different than a distributor or wholesaler, and different than the manufacturer. But everyone has a role. Some roles require software, some roles do not. And so it is important for you to understand your part within the supply chain. And that's why Claritas Access Group was created, was for us to be able to do readiness assessments, to tell you where you are at a snapshot in time, to say you're ready, you're not ready. Because when the FDA does inspections, they don't call ahead; they just come in. I want to thank you for taking this few minutes to understand a little bit about us.